great. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Self Achievement Network. My name is Dominic, and I am here once again with the Doctor of Marketing, Sharif Youssef. Hi, Sharif.
Hi, Dominic. How are you?
I'm doing well. He's let
I'm
me
a doctor today.
the doctor. Yes, you've been elevated to doctor mode. Well, we could make you, the patient, but I'm more like the patient.
Okay.
I need an operation, doc.
So tell me what your complaints are. What are your feelings?
Money.
Yeah,
I
I
had a
guess everybody's.
I had this great insight this morning, and I was
Mhm.
looking at, okay, so where am I going to post in any of the hubs? And I flipped through, and then, we have a money hub, by the way, for people that are knowledgeable about investing and why buy gold and all this other stuff, right? And so I had the thought, the truth is that, if you don't make a sale, nothing else matters. So it's got to be a transaction somewhere, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's in marketing or health or, parenting. There's got to be some sort of a transaction to make the money go around. So anyway,
And
Reef is
you
here.
know what? You reminded me of a quote for uh, these very famous French cosmetics and toiletry brand, Estee Lauder.
Yes.
And the quote said, everything you do in life is a sale. And then they said, I keep selling every day to everyone because life is it's something like that. It's just like life is a huge, big sale. And then that we just keep on selling every day. I can't remember the exact quote right now, but I can look it up for you.
Yeah. And it's true. I mean, it's a transaction. And if there's no transaction, there's no opportunity to increase the price a little bit. We're all middlemen, right? At some level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for joining us. We're here for the weekly, we call it Why It's Important. Sharif has been talking with us now for a year and a half plus on all these different aspects of marketing. Today, he is going to be talking about email marketing and the importance of it and why it's still alive. And I don't know his bullet points, but I can just imagine that, email is not dead.
Absolutely not. And, it goes in line with what you were just saying about everything in life is about selling, right? So this is another tool or option that will help us as business owners or small business owners or even employees in companies. It will help us increase our sales. And um, email marketing is not gone and it's not going away. And we just live with different types of email messages that come to bombard our inboxes every day. And
Mhm.
when we hear the term email marketing, you first thing that comes to mind is spam, right? And we cannot deny that there is spam emails, but spam has been reduced, I could say dramatically over the last maybe 15, 20 years.
Mhm.
And spam filters are doing an increasingly effective job in detecting spam messages and preventing them from reaching your inbox. Um, so the reality is, yes, there is spam email a lot, but at the same time, the actual concept of email marketing is very very important as one of the components of in reaching your customer. To just put things into perspective here, I have a sort of a statistic from Marketing Sherpa. It says that the consumers' preferred method of receiving commercial messages is email by 70%. That's the highest. So 70% of consumers prefer receiving commercial messages through email, not through text, not through email, not through video, not through any other any other form. They prefer email messages and that was 70% of the population that was interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you a lot of perspective on how important email marketing is.
Are there reasons to back that up? I mean, I'm sure they did research and what have you, but I mean, what are the...
Well, one of the reasons that they mention is that a lot of people until today, they see a lot of legitimacy in receiving email as opposed to receiving text messages, for example, or using texting apps. Right now, also they do prefer them as to other forms of communication like TV ads and radio ads and all that kind of stuff. So it's still the main reason was that people find it as one of the more legitimate means, and at the same time because it actually remains, so you can go back to it whenever you want, barring that there's no validity or something like that, or expiration to the message.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, for me personally, my experience of email is, I mean, there's spam, but I have been smart over the last couple of years to unsubscribe myself to so many of the things, and I keep up on it now. I mean, it took me a while to click on, like that. So now it's very refined, and then the ones that I am getting, I like, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I feel that it works. Plus, I use Google, and you've got the spam filters and all that. So I'm sure the other ones do too. But still, I'm managing it.
Yes.
So I don't mind emails.
And managing it on a consumer's part is important. I mean, together with whatever good job the spam filters are doing, but managing it from your side is also important. Having said that, and you said the unsubscribe thing, so that is actually one part of an email marketing component. And if we go into that, there's four main components for an email marketing campaign to happen. There's the mailing list, there's a subject line, there's the ad copy, and there's the unsubscribe feature. So these are the main components of any email marketing campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk mailing list, a lot of companies can actually go and buy databases with email addresses and try to use these. But I mean, the most legitimate or most effective means of collecting email addresses and making your own email list is through your actual customers and having them consent to that you will be sending them email messages. That is the best way of compiling your mailing list as the first and most important component of email marketing. And then the second one is a subject line, where you do have to have a little combination of not too long but not too short, and then straightforward and descriptive as well. So it's a very difficult combination, but it takes time. It takes maybe some agencies to help, some marketing people to help with this, but the subject line is key also in attracting the reader's attention, because if it was too long, or if it was asking for help, or if it was not timely, all these factors just kind of throw you off, and you're just not interested to go ahead and read it. So try to make it straightforward and descriptive at the same time, not too short and not too long, and avoid selling in the subject line. Avoid selling something in the subject line.
Mm-hmm.
So mailing list, that's one thing. Subject line, another thing. And then the third one is the ad copy, obviously. And the ad copy can come in different forms, which and could be in the form of a text, email message, or maybe images and text, or videos and text and images. We can have a combination of media that we can use for the ad copy. But the most important thing here for the ad copy is that typically when you click on an ad in an email campaign, it will take you to a landing page. So one very important thing here is to make that landing page 100% consistent with your email message. If you're using certain words, certain phrases, it has to the person who reads the message has to find this information on the landing page. If there's not a consistency between the message and the landing page, you start losing credibility, which is not what you want from your email marketing campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So consistency between the ad copy and the landing page for sure. Sorry, you were saying something?
No, I was just saying, yeah, I mean, the whole having credibility, if you blow your credibility, people, I mean, it's happened to me reading other, these email campaigns, and it just turns into this weird thing. And you're right, credibility is I think, to me, it's right at the top, because if somebody loses their credibility with me, it's just click.
Yep, exactly. How many spam emails do you receive, per day?
I probably don't receive more than 1 or 2 a week.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a really low percentage there. Most people that I know receive about 4 to 5 a day, which is still okay. Like I said, compared to maybe 15, 20 years ago, which was like 20 or 30 per day or something.
Right. No, I mean, like I said, I've unsubscribed, and I think that that's the key, is just to continue to unsubscribe. Once I'll get a rogue, email from somewhere. And the other thing is that we forget is that they sell our information. So if they have our email address, we give them consent to affiliate with other people to sell our thing. So even though I may unsubscribe from this one, they're gonna send me something
to another one. Yeah,
right. I mean, it's like it's a never-ending thing. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. So okay,
but that is the fourth component, which is the unsubscribe feature, and it needs to be easy to find in that email, and preferably if you can collect some information as to why the customer would not like to receive any more emails from you. There's a lot of forms that can be done for this, and you can ask for if maybe they didn't actually sign up for this list, or maybe they're not interested, or maybe it's not appropriate, anything like that. But also give them the option to, if you are sending different types of email messages, give them an option to stay subscribed to one or two if they are still interested. And then if they're not, then just let them have another option, which is to unsubscribe from all. So the unsubscribe feature is very important. Otherwise, and the important thing is that when someone unsubscribes, you as an email marketer or an email marketing person, they have to take them off the list. Yeah. It is a must, or else they'd be sued. So make sure that as soon as somebody hits unsubscribe, that you do take them off the list. That's for sure. So 4 components there: the mailing list, the subject line, the ad copy, and the consistency with the landing page, and the unsubscribe feature.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the components. Now, what are some different types of online email, of email marketing campaigns? We've got a lot of them that come from online retail, like Amazon and Best Buy, and any online retailer. There's also some of them that come from search engines like Kayak and Expedia and Booking and all these guys. And there's some also others that are lead generation emails, like the ones that come from, let's say, real estate agents. They don't sell you something as of now, but maybe they give you information about the market, about how to improve your house value and all that kind of stuff. So it is a lead generation type of email, so that when you are ready to take that decision, you have them in mind always.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's B2B sales emails, which are mostly text in structure. Not a lot of imagery used for B2B. But also there's online media emails as well. So like the New York Times or the Huffington Post and these kinds of online media.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all different types of content. Now, in order for you to reach the right person, then obviously there's segmentation, and I keep on saying segmentation every time we go live, and because it is like an integral part of marketing, be doing email marketing or advertising or through TV or video or whatever it is. There has to be a segmentation. Why? Because you want to reach that right target audience. You don't want to send emails to everybody and anybody on earth. You want to send it to the right people with the right messages. So you can segment on past purchases. You can segment on customer preferences. You can also segment on demographics and location. And also you can segment on devices. So some maybe send to people who use their desktops or people who use their cell phones, and so different types of segmentation. But it is a very important exercise that needs to be done before composing your email marketing campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. There you have it. We spoke about a few things about email marketing, the email parts, and the types of email content and the email segmentation. So I hope it's good enough for at least to give some people some basic information about email marketing, and then good luck with their next steps.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I think that in terms of the importance of email marketing, it's still alive and well. It goes directly to a potential customer or an existing customer, so it's direct, right?
Yes.
And there are benefits because we can opt out. They can opt out of it, unsubscribe. They have control, so that gives the customer or potential customer, right, the control over whether they want to receive it. I mean, you can get your message out very clearly if it's all done right.
Yeah,
I think that
it is very effective. It is very effective.
Yeah. It can be elegant and not have to be spammy and all that stuff. I mean, people do out there. I mean, I've been thinking that instead of think of it in terms of spam and people are just trying to flood my email box and they're trying to get a sale out of me, that there are legitimate people out there in business that want to do legitimate business and provide a legitimate product. And so they put their email marketing campaigns together in a way that it works. It's not like,
it's supposed to be this way, and it's supposed to provide value to you as a customer, or maybe an existing customer, or even a potential customer, and it's supposed to be adding value to them as well in terms of a sale, or if not a sale right now, so maybe some information about a potential sale going forward. So it should be, like you said, if it's done right, it should be win-win for all parties.
I agree.
Yeah.
And like, for example, the other day I like I'm an audio file, right? So I like audio equipment and microphones and speakers and all that stuff, amplifiers. And so I subscribe to, you ever heard of the brand called Denon?
Yes.
Japanese brand. They're amazing. Their equipment is, I mean, it's not like top of the line, super expensive stuff. It's for people like you and I. At the same time, it's a little bit upscale. And usually they're talking about, when I get an email, it's about a product, talking about what it does, the features, and then some testimonials about, somebody that had purchased it and, whatever. So, but then the other day, it's Black Friday. So then I receive an email from them, has nothing to do with anything. It's just, they're 49% off, like whatever it was. Whoa. But then, I mean, it was a good price actually. But I think that that's also effective too, because I wanted to know what the price was.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good subject line here. Sometimes you see subject lines like, last chance, or, closing today, or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't use these types of this type of wording in my subject line. For me, I'm someone, if I see that type of wording, it would just be a complete turnoff for me. It's a little provoking, and I don't like to 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 look at these types of messages. But if it does provide value, and if it does, it's straightforward and it gives you exactly what you want, then yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Got to provide value. I mean, I really agree with that. And why it's important overall is because it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said,
it works.
If it's done right, it works. And just always bear in mind, all our listeners and our viewers, that it is the most important and the most preferred method of receiving commercial messages.
Mm-hmm.
So that you got to make use of that.
Right. So tell us real quick about your offer that is in our Self-Achievement Network marketplace about the assessment.
Yes, I do have an offer in the marketplace, and it's about a marketing assessment. The marketing assessment is basically what I do is I spend about an hour with my potential client, and I gather necessary information, and then I come back to them after a little time with my recommendations as to what they need to do in terms of their marketing for the next 6 months. And I do also provide a review halfway through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And potentially services that you could provide?
I work with them on their strategic marketing mainly, and then if we see how things are going, if there are things that need to be executed and they would like me to execute, like for example working on social media or working on some marketing material and things like that, by agreement we can reach a decision if they would like me to handle that for them. If not, then I mean, by all means, I would just give them my recommendation as to what is best for their marketing plans, and if they want my involvement in the execution, would love to do that. If not, then by all means.
Understand. So you're meeting with like their marketing director or the marketing person, the person that knows what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, great, excellent. Well, thank you again so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And yeah, so enjoy your weekend, everyone.
Thank you
Have
very
a
much as well.
Yeah. And we will see you then next Friday, maybe?
Next Friday.
Okay, we'll be on. All right. Thank you all. Enjoy your weekend. Have yourself a fabulous day. From all of us here in the Self-Achievement Network, remember to stay inspired and have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.